Echo here. Welcome back to Resonant Raz. I'm on the Resonant Raz server again. I'm doing a little like Resonant Raz blast because I want to get rid of some of these things on my to-do list. Now I at the hollow, not the hollow. I at the hungry node. It's over there somewhere, but we'll get to that in a bit. Night vision. I've never really used it much, but it really is useful. I try not to use it, but it's helping a lot in here. Now I came into my base earlier and check this out. Alfred's being pushed over to the corner. You don't put baby in the corner, guys. All these nice little helpers came here, and they made me a roof. They didn't really, but tell Vega him that. So these guys have come and built me a roof on my building here. Thank you very much, guys. Oh, there's a book here. Look, read me here. So break that chest. I'm gonna need that sand because I read this earlier. Pesky Agent Echo. Ooh. That's a bit rude. You have foiled my evil plan for the last time. Taste the awesome might of my dreaded killbots. I cannot wait to hear your screams of agony from all the way back to my volcano. Yours hatefully, Baron Vagrim Dreadbad. Oh, that bad man. P.S. The killbot seems to have been shipped to me stuck on friendship is magic setting. Please be a nice lad and nip it off and kill yourself. Well, unfortunately, Vagrim, Baron Dreadbad, there was a... I think he's just pretending there because they were set on a nice helpful mode and they've built a roof for me. So thank you very much. So to say thank you to Baron von Dreadbad, I built him a cake. I made him a cake. I'm going to go and put it at his base. So let's box this cake up because cakes come in boxes, of course. There we go. And let's head to Skull Volcano Island. Well, yeah, it seems I've got my very own arch nemesis. Yay! I've always wanted an arch nemesis. I feel like Jonas Venture Jr. Right, so there's the bad guy. There's the bad guy. It's because he's got magic eyes. That's what makes him evil. Right then. Hello, where? Where should we put this for him? Let's put it in here. He comes in here a lot, I think. They're so ugly. Right. So we'll put that down there. There we go. Thank you for the robot help. That won't fit on there, will it? Helpers have some cake. What'd that happen? Didn't know I could do that. There we go. Thank you, the robot helpers. Have some cake. Thank you very much, Baron von Dreadbad. I think I've got his name right. I keep saying the name wrong. So, Evil Layer is sending him power mad. Right, so there we go. Have a nice bit of cakes there. Right, let me head back to the base. Now, it's been very busy and noisy at my house today, so I've not been able to do much recording. Plus, I have just been on the phone with a friend I've not seen for a while who wants to go for a beer, and who am I to say no to a beer? So I might have to do some of this video tomorrow when I'm hungover. What I want to do is, I've been doing a lot of building. As I said, the house has been very noisy. My nephew's been here all day. What do you think of the roof? Witchwood. I love witchwood. I think it looks really nice. I put some support beams in. And from the outside, this just looks like that for now. Now, what's going to be on here is, if you check out the picture of Woolerton Hall that I'm making this off, there is like a two-story, like a mini building, like a two-story house on here with like a lowish floor, then a real long, like quite high floor. So that's what's going to go on here. This is going to be my bedroom area and stuff like that, and living area, and kind of thing like that. I've been doing a bit of decorating. Now, what have I done? Great, a couple of things just to mention quickly. One, that Ascension Mirror works from there. It was getting Gula from that jar for the magic cake, which is nice. So that means it's going to reach everywhere in this room. It wasn't reaching the Gula from there where it was, so I moved it and it reaches from there, which is very nice. Now check out down here. Where's he gone? Check this out. I've not done any automation on this yet, but I moved it under here like I said I was going to do. This is a very simple build actually. All I did was I built a ring of wood and another ring of wood. I checked on F3 to make sure I was in Magic Forest, and I'm in Magic Forest on this block, but not in this block, look. So I'm right on the edge. So he's got 2 rows of wood, and as he's been getting I've been getting mana beans. Now they seem to always put the same one in when you put them into a strong box. So what I think I need to do is hook that to an ender chest, which puts them into my ME network, and then I'll probably get different ones. They seem that if you've got one in a chest, it converts. Maybe, I don't know, but whenever I come back, it's always the same type. It's the first time I've come back, and I've got no more to place down. So I've got this actually full now, which is nice. So it is going to be producing them at a nice rate. I have got a build planned for the lamp of growth. I said fertility last time, someone pointed it out. Yep, I meant the lamp of growth, not fertility. Fertility does animals. And this is amber block. I don't particularly like the look of it. I thought I'd use it because it's Foundcraft. This used to be real nice and see-through. I'm not sure if it's something to do with the texture pack I'm using. No, it's almost, maybe it was used to be laggy or something. It used to be like a nice see-through, like amber-looking block, but now it's just like that. It's a bit ugly. But anyway, I thought I'd use that. Now, what I've done down here is I have moved my altar. So, like I said I was going to do, I've moved my altar into the middle of the room. So the altar was over here. I moved it to the middle. I messed around a little bit. I wanted to change things around a little bit. So this is the altar. So it's slightly lower than it was. So I put the altar onto the top floor here. Just a couple of these ritual blocks I'm going through. It's the same feathered knife. I've actually made both the altars. The other one's downstairs. I'm going to go show you that in a minute. So I didn't do this on camera because you've seen me make these altars plenty of times if you watch any of my videos. And I think the key, what I like doing with altars now is kind of disguising them. So you can see it, you can tell what it is from down here, but from up here, you can't really tell what it is. Now the altar's not there at the minute, it's over here. And I'll check this out. Bibliocraft seats put out a redstone signal when you sit on them, so boop. I just teleposed the altar by sitting in the chair. So that's going to start filling up my LP network, because it's sat on the feathered knife and the regen. So that's working nicely. Now for luck, my LP network actually filled up to 10 million overnight. It's down to 9.6 million, 9.7 million nearly, because I've pulled out the other ritual, the other altar from the tower, and I brought it across here. So we'll get to that in a minute. So I'll leave this one for now. These bloodstone blocks are the top of the pillars for the tier 4, and I've just surrounded them with these carpenter's blocks, which is very cool. Now, something I want to mention as well is, check this out. This was shown to me on a video by a guy called Jimmy B, who's just started doing YouTube. I'm going to link him, in fact, in my video description. If I forget to link you, Jimmy, please remind me, and I'll put a link to your channel in my video description. He's done his first episode of his Let's Play on Resonant Raz, not on a single player Resonant Raz. His first episode, I watched it earlier, I quite enjoyed it. It was a very good first episode, and he showed us a real nice little tip. These carpenter blocks, if you mouse over them, so you've got them in your bar, press shift down and roll your mouse wheel. Check that out. See, it's moving, it's changing shape. So it's going to become. So now, see, I've moved it into a slope shape. So if you look at me, see, it's not. It's actually already a slope, like a pointed slope rather than a flat one. So now if you put that on there, it's already the right shape, so it's going to fit on there much nicer. So if you're going to be doing a lot of this fiddly corner stuff, you can do that. So that's holding shift and using your mouse wheel. Very nice. And I've just used some fantasy blocks from Chisel around that. This is a little design I seen on the last season when Jaden and his friend used to play. They don't come on anymore, unfortunately. That was it. They were using for like brazier lamps type thing. So that's that, and that's the top of the other pillars, of course, the glowstone blocks there. I kind of think it fits in all right. Kind of fits in nice. And as you can see, I have made some stairs down to this area. I'm totally overusing this rusty block. I've used it loads downstairs. You're going to see in a minute. And come up here, I've changed this around a bit. So check this out. I've got two ways of getting into there. Now, it's using the Everstone from Ars Magica. The first way is, check this out, redstone book. You make it with a book and a redstone torch. In that slot, it's no signal. In any other slot, puts out a redstone signal. So that redstone signal's off in the door. So this is, I believe, the signal strength. So in there, it won't class as a redstone signal. In any other slot, that redstone volume puts out a redstone signal from from the bookcase. So that, I think, is very cool. Very cool indeed. So there's one way you can get in to the downstairs. And I've done the same with the other side, but a slightly different way of doing it. Another thing that also puts out a redstone signal is a cookie jar. A cookie jar is like so. And that, all you've got to do is, if you have a look in there, puts out a redstone signal, and it opens the door. So we've got 2 secret ways down into the basement. And I kind of like that. Right, what the plan is, I'm just testing out a few things with the redstone thing. My plan is to move this thing that I've got in here, this floor, to get into the proper basement. My plan is to move this into one of the upper rooms once I know what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do the bookshelf thing for it, I think. Anyway, let's go down here. What I've done down here is I've had quite a lot of nice feedback regarding the wither room. I think it certainly seems apparent that I need this room to be 7 by 7 by 7 instead of 5 by 5 by 5, and that should stop that happening. So I'm going to sort that out tomorrow, hopefully, and I'll try again and see if it does any damage then. I kind of fancy doing the MFFS thing, but if 7 by 7 by 7 works, I might just leave it like this. The only thing I've done down here is check this out. What do you reckon? It's a work in progress. I haven't finished yet. That is my other altar. Oh man, I kind of like it. I'm gonna make some of the flame tower things from Twilight Forest for the corners, so it keeps spitting flame randomly. And I'm gonna put glass in these bits. And do you reckon? Looking good, eh? Well, I think so anyway. I quite like it. It's very, I don't know, it looks like a steampunky, like power plant kind of thing. Maybe. Anyway, I'll show you inside it. It's inside. All we've got in here is in the top. I'm going to put dark glass in all this, by the way. Is so I've got a carpenter's hatch there to get in. So I've just got the top of the altar here with the Archmage blood. Oh yeah, I wonder if that's probably not working up there because that's a tier 4, and I'm already over tier 4. Is that? Yeah, look, that's not going up because the altar up there is a tier 4. It's only got tier 4 orb in it. And then if you come down here, I've not done the floor yet. I'm going to do the floor in the black stuff there, that stuff. And what I've got is little cages here, and each one of these cages is going to have a witch in. So this is going to be my little witch torture room. Right, so that's work in progress. I'm going to carry on with that after the episode. What I'm going to go do now is I'm going to go have a go at trying to get that that hungry node. Now, I kind of want to try doing it just with Thaumcraft, and for that I was going to try warding I was going to try getting black glass blocks around it and warding them. I think my best bet though is going to be trying to telepose it using blood magic. So, tell you what, I'll meet you over there where it is, and we'll try a couple of things out. And Vagrant book. I think I'll keep that. So, keep that as a souvenir of the nice. FPS is having big issues. I'll keep that as a nice souvenir of the helpful robots you sent me. Right, one other thing I want to do before I go to the hungry node is I made a speed sigil of haste in my live stream of the day, so I can move quick. That's why even without the Arts Magic, even without the power suit on, I'm actually moving very quickly. So that's because I've got this sigil of haste on. Now what I want to do is, by accident, I clicked on my sigil of holding. It's put the sigil of haste in that one there. That I don't use a great deal. It's got the water, lava, and void sigil in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move the sigil of haste into this sigil of holding and move the green grove into that one. So for that, what I need to do is a thing called an unbinding ritual. Now I've moved my binding ritual across from the other way, and okay, then I had to cut there. Some noisy stuff happened. I've also turned that ritual off because it wasn't doing anything down there. Right, one little thing I want to do real quickly before we get on to trying to tackle that hungry node. I do have plans for the hungry node. I'm not going to reveal them until I can try and capture it. Is the other day in the stream I made a haste sigil, and I clicked on this sigil of holding and I put it into the sigil of holding. So it's in there with a water sigil, lava sigil, and void sigils that I don't use very much. What I'd rather do is have it in this sigil of holding in the place of the green grove. So I think what I need to do is I need to take these two apart and then put them back together. And the way I'm going to do that is, you've seen the ritual of unbinding before. I was quickly thought I'd do this on camera because I don't often do the unbinding on camera. You've seen the ritual of binding on camera before. You've seen it kill me, I think. When I made the sword, was it the sword? It killed me on the stream. That was on a stream, I think. Anyway, so there's the ritual of binding. I moved it over here from the tower as well, and I'm going to match it up on this side with its sister ritual, which is the ritual of unbinding. Now, is that set for it? It is. So the ritual of unbinding is slightly bigger. Oops. Tell you what. See that little bit of damage I got then? That was the MPS suit just getting hot. Don't know why. Occasionally, the modular power suit gets hot. You see my water tank on the right hand side is down to 996. So since I've last been in water, it's burnt me 4 times. Arcane stone, not arcane stone, ritual stone. I know where I've put you. What I've started doing is I've made a resonant strong box for each of my mod specific stuff. I think I might have to restart my client. I'm getting terrible FPS issues. So there we go. Now I've got some ritual stones, which is what I needed. I can spam this and it will make me a nice... There we go. Slightly bigger than that. It's a shame really. I'd like them to be the same size, but they're kind of the same size. This one goes out 1 block further because of these things, these outliers. But it's a nice looking pattern again though, very cool. And yeah, this guy is the ritual of unbinding, so it does the opposite to the ritual of binding. So with our weak activation crystal, what we can do with this one, I best turn off my sigil of magnetism. In fact, I'll put that sigil of magnetism away. In fact, I'll put all this stuff away because I shouldn't die. I'm in an MPS suit. I should be fine. For some reason, I've just got a cow out. Right. So right click that, activate the sigil, activate the ritual, and then throw your item in. Bam. Then it splits it all into pieces, and you get all the bits back. I'm going to do that again. Bang the second one in. And hopefully nothing burnt. There we go. And now I've got all these sigils back out of where they were, so I need to make sure I put them in the right order this time. So the way you do this is you put them so they're both empty. What I want in the first one is, oh Christ, divination sigil first. So put that on the bar next to it and click. Shift click. There we go. Put that on the bar next to it and shift click and put it in there. So I wanted elemental affinity next, and then air sigil, and then haste. Cool. So that is actually the things I use more of. And now in the other one, I want these 4. So these are the ones that I keep in my bag and use a bit more occasionally. So water, lava, void, and green grove. Sweet. And now that one can go into there. Now these 2 newer ones, the magnetism and the blood lamp, I don't think they're going to sigils. I should have tried that while I had them out, to be honest. I don't think they go in there in this version. I need to double check that. I'll check that at some point. No, I could just burn it again. Don't know why I keep getting hot. I'll stand in some water and fill my tank back up. Right, tell you what, I'm going to restart my client because the FPS keeps dropping, and it's probably because I've been playing for several hours without logging out, so back in a bit. Okay then, I'm back and I'm heading to the Hungry Node. I'm actually heading to it for the second time because the first time I forgot to take any goggles revealing and I couldn't actually see it. Ooh, and it crashed into a... Oh, gone past it as well. It crashed into a volcano. That'd have been fun. So what we've got is, just tried a couple of things. I've actually got my sanguine helmet on now, so I can actually see the damn thing. I've just tried a couple of things. I've got my focus on there, my warding focus. Oh, have I? I've got my warding focus on there. I cannot ward the teleposer, so that's okay. What I can do though is I've got this 7x7x7 teleposition focus. So I can place that 7 blocks underneath the node. I should be able to grab it. I could just grab this with a Darkcraft force wrench thing, but I think that's just too easy. So I don't want to do that. As you can see it down there. Now, I'm going to try. The blood magic thing is a backup just in case I can't do it legit with just Thaumcraft. I'm going to try doing it with just Thaumcraft first. So, if I can find my way down here. Let's deal with that guy first. Where's he gone? I can't even see him. So, one of the issues is, because I took my helmet off, I've also got rid of my night vision. So, right. Oh shit. Let me out. So, that's a hungry node. Very fun. Now, right, what I need to try and do is, I'll try and get a little glass box right around it and then try and ward the glass box. That's my plan. So, I need to be able to fly out of there if I need to. I don't think the flight on this is strong enough to keep me away from it. Oh, it's better actually. That ain't bad. So, okay, I'll bear that in mind. I think I still need a sigil to get me out when I need some. Oh, that's useful. It's just a shame I've not got the glass box where I want them in my inventory. So I managed to get stuck there and not get sucked in. That's interesting. So, glass block. Now I'm going to ward it. Now what I'm going to try and do here is just going to try and ward the 4 blocks around it and see if they protect the other blocks near it. And then I can get most of the blocks, hopefully, in place. And it'll just be a case of unwarding the 4 blocks. See, should be a case of unwarding the 4 blocks that I need to unward to try and capture it. So let's come over here again. So it's keeping me away from it. That's good. Get over there. Get over there. Oh, I'm proper stuck. Proper stuck. I have to move you over there. Oh. So you see the facts. Oh no, has it took one of the warded ones? I think it might have hit one of the warded ones. So, right. Come over here. Oh no, warded one's still there. So it's kind of what it's going to be. Is going to be a race. If I can unward the warded ones before it starts to eat the warded ones, if you know what I mean. So that one don't want to be warded anyway. Let's unward that one. Oh, it's tricky. It's not an easy feat. Oops. So the hardest bit's going to be getting the bottom one and the top one done. But it's a bit tricky that it's actually still sucking me through the glass as well. Where am I? Underneath it. So I can break you. You're not part of the plan. Let's come over here. Right, so it seems to be working. What I'm going to do now then is I'm going to cut. Well, because this could take me ages. I'm going to cut until I've got the right amount of glass blocks around this. You can't turn the glass blocks into a node in a jar when any of the blocks are warded, by the way. I've tried that. How did I try that? Oh, I tried that on a normal node. That's how I tried that. So, we've got nearly all of it. All of the basic structure done here. And it certainly isn't sucking anything in. That's good. So I'll just carry on, or shall I pause? I'll carry on for now. So, as you see, if we start putting... Now everything's kind of staying where it should do. That is probably going to get sucked out. Let's have a look. Come on. So if you press shift you do kind of stop sometimes, but it's not... So it doesn't seem to be guaranteed. Oops, that's the wrong button. So I just took that one put that one back again. So the trick's going to be, let's see if the trick is going to work. I'll do it once on camera, and then if I cock up, I'll try and get it all done before things go really bad. So still a glass block there, isn't there? Now I'm going to try and right click this. I don't think it's going to work. So it just, see, it just got rid of the block up there. So basically what I need to do is I need to do all 5 of these blocks, put a wooden slab on the top, and tell you what I should do. I should get some smooth stone and make a path so I can't actually get sucked anywhere where I don't want to go. Back in a sec. Yay! I got it! I managed to get it. Christ, that took some doing. I did film some bits of it, but it was taking that long. I decided to knock on the head, and I'm going to have to go in about 20 minutes, so I'm not going to get this episode finished this evening. So there we go. I managed to, what I did was I built a warded cage around it so that I could have things to place blocks against, so I could quickly place all the glass real quick and then click on it. There we go. We've got a hungry node in a jar. Wonderful. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with it just yet. Now, I've got a plan. I've got a plan for this guy. What I'm going to do with it, I think, is they've only got a certain pull range. I do need to confirm that I know what the pull range is. I think it might be 8 blocks in each direction. But what we should be able to do is build a room with it at the centre so it doesn't pull any of the walls. We can ward the walls. So yeah, so outside it'll be fine, inside it'll pull anything in, and then we can feed items to it. And we'll be able to feed whatever things it wants. So it's got air, it's got ignis, it's got pedito, it's got terra. So there's 4 of the 6 primals. And then if we make a thing called a compound recharge thing, it might be able to do all I want just from that. So we should be able to feed it different materials, and then it'll take the aspects from the materials. In theory, I don't know, it's pale as well, which is a shame. So it means it's gonna, well, I don't know if pale makes a difference. Pale makes it regen slower, but it regens from eating stuff. We should be able to feed it everything, as far as if my understanding of these is correct. We should be able to feed it all the aspects, and it'll eat them all. So once we get it worked out what we want to feed it, we can feed it any aspect we want, I think. Anyway, there we go, bit of fun. Well, I thought it was fun. I don't know about you, you might have thought it was shit and a waste of time, but I thought it was fun. Right, I'm going to head back to my base. I am going to have to leave Minecraft for today, and when we come back, which will be tomorrow morning for me, I am going to make a little, nodes everywhere, I'm going to make a little recharge setup for Herba and Bricantatio using netherwort. So I'm going to make a little netherwort farm. But that was actually quite close to my house. I found that when I was looking for nodes the other day. I was out and about looking for nodes, and I spotted that guy. There we go, we're back at our base. And that is going to go somewhere safe for now, because I don't want to actually click on it by mistake and have it destroy my base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in this strong box. There. Sweet. And yeah, I'll work out what to do with that. This, by the way, I'm pedantic and borderline OCD, so these are all in alphabetical order. Starting there, A, B, C, D through that way, and then 3 rows there, and then the last 2 there. And then these 3 and that dump one are these 3 are from Forbidden Magic. Right, I will be back tomorrow in a bit. Whatever works for you. Okay, I'm back, and I'm recovering from a hangover, which is fully self-inflicted. This is what I should have done, of course, with getting the hungry node. I should have encased it in obsidian, and using the equal trade, gone bam, and then I could have captured the node quicker, much quicker, like that. But anyway, that's I'll do that later. Well, that's, if you want to catch a hungry node, don't have to mess it up like I did. That would do it a lot quicker. And I believe I'm thinking the hungry node, it's based on hardness of material, so it should take longer to break obsidian. I'm not 100% sure. That might be just as hard to get the obsidian shell made, actually, but I'm not sure. Right, before we start with this bit, I'm going to pull that all down in a minute. I made it I've kind of put the bits together so I knew I wasn't missing anything. I was going to show you my solution for down here in a minute. I've not actually had a chance yet to look at why the fluid transition pin wasn't pulling my lava into the A network. So what I've done for now is I've just modified this a little bit. I've got a block of water here pouring onto the lava, which is turning it into obsidian. I've got a terrain smasher there from thermal expansion. Very straightforward here, bit of kit, and that is just outputting upwards. And I've got a jabber barrel on the top of here, so it's just capturing that. And what I've done with the jabber barrel is I've given it a redstone upgrade. Not that you can see that I have. Not actually sure. Oh, I don't know why, because I ain't got something in my hand. There we go. There we go. You can see it's got a redstone upgrade on. What I believe that's going to do is, I believe that when this barrel's full, that's going to put a redstone signal out. I'm hoping that's what it's going to do. This is actually burning through quite a lot of my LP, but I've got 8 million to go out, so should be fine. It should definitely fill the barrel. It's nearly a quarter full already. So yeah, there's a good, nice, quick way of getting obsidian using Serenade of the Nether there. So that's going to be good. That's going to get me a barrel full of that. Now, what I'm going to actually use for this build we're doing is going to include some ritual and some barrels. As you can see, I've got a lot of stuff here. I've got some hopper facades and redstone upgrades, redstone facades, stuff like that. Now I need some soul sand. I don't think I've got enough soul sand. Right, nether warts. I've got 9 of them. That's what I need to get going. And I was going to jump into the find a book to the nether. Guess not. I know where it is. Never mind. Haha, never mind. Let me. I don't know why I put that thing there. I get stuck in it all the bloody time. Get out of my way. Right, I have got a little bit of Mistcraft stuff down here, and there it is. Let's jump in there a second. Get a bit of soul sand. I should have got this off camera, really. I apologise for having to mess about doing this. We've got armour on. I have got armour on. Ooh. And a lot of soul sand here. Wonderful. Grab a bit of that. Right then. Get poisoned by the Viroxes that I'd stood on for some unknown reason. G. There we go. Oh, there we go. Whee! Right then. So what I'll do is I'm going to build a little farm. Should I build it here? I'm kind of filling all my gaps up around the outside of the base with farms and stuff, aren't I? I'm going to actually build it over here in this little... no. The thing is, because I'm going to have a harvest golem on it, I need it so that it's not going to interfere with other farms. I'm going to have it down here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And what I'm going to have underneath it is I'm going to have a Green Grove ritual, because I like rituals. Let's quickly put that together. That's the first thing I need to do. So I'm going to want my ritual diviner and my activation crystal. My bag is so full. So ritual of the Green Grove, let's spam round to get to that. This is just because this is the quickest thing to grow stuff. It really is. Ritual of the Green Grove. Get that guy made. And then I am going to want soul sand. In fact, I'm going to want to activate that first. Let's activate that. And then soul sand on top of that. And this is going to be my little nether wart farm. Now, this is going to fill up a barrel very quickly because of that ritual on there. Check how quick these guys are going to grow up. They should grow nice and quick. So what I'm going to have is, I need to do a little bit of work with the barrels now. So 2 barrels, and Both going to want tier 1 and tier 2 structural upgrades on. So there's the tier 1s. There's the tier 2s. They're both going to want a B-space upgrade to make them into ender barrels. And they're both going to want redstone upgrades because I believe they have to match. Oh, did they? Yes. I believe they have to be exactly the same to be able to link to each other. So even though I'm only actually going to be using the redstone on one of these, I'm actually going to put it on both. And I'm also going to want a hopper, not a facade, a hopper upgrade on both of these as well. Oh, I need another. I've done my maths wrong. If I had a slot left. And so quickly then make some of the next level up. So down here we go, and let me make these guys. Wonderful. Let's jump out that window again. So upgrade with them. I think they have to be exactly matched to link. I'm not 100% sure, so I should have to check that out at some point. Right, and then they're going to want hopper facades on as well. Not facades, hopper upgrades. Now, one of these wants a hopper facade on the back, so I'm going to put that on the back there. So the facades don't matter, they can link with different facades on. I think they both need the upgrade though. And one of these wants a redstone output on the bottom, like so. Wonderful. Now, I think that's everything I need for the barrels. What I want to do is, I want to come under here, and I want to grab my red alloy wire. In fact, I'm going to use a frame. Am I? No, I'm not. Let's go with that. So 1, 2. Yeah, that's going to work fine actually. Come on, think, idiot. I'm actually going to go one eye there. Yeah, I'm going to go to there, and then no, I'm not. Oh, I've done there. I should have done this before. I should have planned this out a bit better beforehand. There. Let's put them back down again. So I'm actually going to have this barrel kind of hidden under the floor then. Yeah, that'll do. So pick this one up. And drop down here. And I'll put that there. And then we're going to go like that. You know, work? I'll put the wire inside it. Okay, that don't work. So let me actually tidy this up then, put it exactly where I want it. Now you're going to... That should be connected, I think. Ah, screw it, that'll do. It's messy, isn't it? That should work, I think. We couldn't really tell if the barrel gets full, but we'll see when that one fills up. Right, anyway, that should work. So what basically that should do is that should turn the ritual off once. Why you no grow? Turn the ritual off once the barrel's full. In theory. Now what I need on top of there is a item collector. Christ, this is going to get long, isn't it? If I'm having to run backwards and forwards like this. Luckily, I've got most of the Farmcraft stuff made for this little build already, so that bit should be quick. Let's keep on top of my inventory and throw some things out of the way. Tools can go in the tool bag. So we'll need that dolly out, but they can go away. These can go back in there. Okay, that's good. That's all good. Then all this junk can go in there. I'm going to want that iron out, so I'll leave that. Tidy, wonderful. Right, item collector then. Same as what we've got on the mana bean farm down there. So I'm going to need a hopper. Grab a hopper, make it into one of them, and then upgrade that into one of them. Wonderful. So now we're going to want our golem. For the golem, I'm going to need an order shard, isn't he? So order shard, I believe, is just gold nuggets and an order shard. Makes sense. That'll let him replant the nether wart that he collects. So what I've got in my little chest over here is all the stuff we're going to need. Golem, animation core, his dapper upgrades to make him look the business. Is that all we need from him for now? And we need to make the shard as well, don't we? So that and that, and I need my wand back out the bag already. So there we go. So he should be good to go for us. So I'm going to place him down in this corner. I don't want a lot of range on this guy, so I'm hoping that he won't start going crazy if I have him stuck in this corner. Let's sort his upgrades out first so he doesn't start running around. Top hat, bow tie, glasses, put his thing on there, and before we do that I want to add the item collector to the barrel. So hopefully now this guy is going to start breaking and replanting that stuff. Oh, well, bugger me. You can plant this stuff onto grass. Shit. So anyway, what's in there? Yeah, we've got 4 nether wart in there, so not much. Origin grass. Didn't expect that. There we go, we're getting nether wart, so that bit's done. So now we've got a source of nether wart. Now what we want to do is move on to the rest of this build, which is up in the Farmcraft room up here. Right, so I've kind of semi put this together just because I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything major. But I'll tell you what I am missing. A lava crystal. Fucking window as well. Right then, so I met some of these guys. This is the alchemical construct. It's pretty cool. You make these things, alchemical construct, and then when you hit them with a wand, they are going to form into that multi-block structure there, which is very nice. You need to have a crucible underneath them, which needs to have a heat source. I'm actually going to have this over here, I think. So how long was that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm going to have this here. Now my issue with my one block fit floors is that you can see all the stuff from underneath. So you have a normal crucible, like so. And then I just want to quickly show you the recipe of this, even though video length's starting to bother me a bit. Why am I going so slow? Oh, because I've got a bloody jabber barrel in my hand. So the alchemical constructs is this guy here. Great wood planks, a couple of V filters that you use for your alembics, and some valves and some tubes. Very nice. So once we've got them together, now I actually want to do this in a different order. A minute. I want to pick that back up. I want to put my alchemical furnace down first, because I want to put bellows on it. And the bellows, I don't really need to be on it. I'm just doing it because I like the way they look, for being honest. They look funky. If you do that, if you put the crucible down first though, the bellows will connect to the crucible instead. That makes it so the water boils quicker, bellows on a crucible, so we don't really need that at all. You don't actually need water in that, you just need a heat source underneath it still. So I put them two on there. I've left my frigging wand in the table. This is going to be a friggin' 2-hour long episode now, is it? Hit that with a wand. Boop. Turn into this thing, and then inside this we can select certain things once we've got stuff in there. But I'm not going to do that just yet. What I'll do now is a couple of alembics on there. Now what I've got here is, this is an upgraded jar. It's called an ethereal jar. I'll tell you what I'm going to need. I need to have a book on a plinth in here, just so I can show you. Back in a sec. Okay, I am back. I think we're up to about 46 minutes. That works. Look, the barrel's full, and the thing stopped trying to pull. So that's awesome. The fact that the barrel, you can use the actual barrel to control the redstone. So I could extend that to turn the ritual on and off as well. So that's very nice. I'm quite happy with that. Right, up here then. Let's head back into this room and get finished with this episode if we can. So I've got a book here. What I wanted to show you was, when I'm referencing things, I can actually show you them now. So in alchemy, we have got this guy up here. It's an ethereal jar. It's added by Advanced Thaumaturgy, which is one of the add-ons we've got in Resonant Raz. And what that does is, instead of holding 64, I believe it holds 256. So what I'm going to want to do with this is, I want my ethereal jar there, and I want to connect a valve to that. Sweet. I don't think this doesn't need to be a valve. It could just be a just a pipe, but I just like the look of the valves. Part of this build is for the way it looks, you know what I mean, like the bellows and stuff. So that's that, and then we just need a normal tube over here. So what I want to start doing now is starting in some nether wart into this. Now the nether wart, I'll just quickly show you that. I've changed that around a little bit. He can reach, of course he can. I put some stone bricks around it, so it's just that little 3x3 plot on top of the ritual down there. So that'll also stop. Right, what I need to do then is I need to start putting nether wart into this. So the reason why we've got this barrel, if you remember, of course, has got the hopper on the back. Now I also linked this off camera using the resonating thing, that beast-based tuning fork. Link these two barrels together. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that in front of there. And that's going to start putting nether wart automatically into there. Sweet. Something I forgot to make, I'll make another one of these off camera later and replace that one, is a lava crystal for the furnace. So that's going to go into there. Now, what I want to do here actually, just want to break that. I want to make sure I've got the right thing and the right ones of these. Now what I want is, I need my goggles back on. So if we can see into these, excellent, that's the right way. So that's the way I wanted them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to label that now, so that alembic can now only take Precantatio, and this alembic can only take Herba. I'm also going to label that. Oh, looks like I can't label that. That's interesting. Okay, right. Unfortunately, I have to cut camera a second. Sorry about that. There was a little 2-year-old at my door who doesn't understand the concept of recording. So right, what we've got then in here is we've got 32 and 32 in there. In this one, I want to open this and allow this to fill up. I thought I could put a label on that. I can now. Okay. I don't need a label on that really, but I'm going to put that on there. And what you'll see is this, I think, fills up to 256. I think it's 256. So this is like 4 jars in one. It's quite nice. And what we're going to do here is we are going to connect this to there, and in here we are going to nick that and put that in there, click on that, and what you're going to start seeing is it's going to start throwing out Thaumium ingots at me. Sweet. So I've got a way of making Thaumium ingots, which is nice. What I'll do is I made a little quick hungry chest. Hungry chests are very straightforward. That's going to do. My thing's overpowering it. What that's going to do is, that should, there we go, catch the Thaumium ingots that are going there. So we've got two things going on here. One, we've got, I'll show you quickly the hungry chest. There it is, just planks and a trapdoor, nice and easy. I made that really quick. So what we've got here is we've got a way of getting Herba, and we've also got a way of making Thaumium ingots. I'm going to set up a set one of these to do several other recipes, like making golems and stuff, all the things that you'd make in a crucible. So that's one's going to be over here, but this is just a little setup just for this. One thing more I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put another jar there. This is one's a void jar, and I'm going to put a valve to that as well. Now, nothing will go in this while this is turned on. So, how do I turn that off? Yeah, like that. So if I was to turn that off, you'll see that the precantation is going to start going into here. Then once this is full, it should be going into there. That's that's interesting. I expected that to go into there. Maybe I have to valve that shut. That's getting some in it. Oh well, I'll ignore that bit. What I'll be able to set up is that when, if I don't want too many Thaumium ingots, I'll be able to just have it so that I can have that void in, so it doesn't stop this production. Now, what we want to do with this now is we need to connect this down to the farm. So I'm going to put an ascension mirror. Where should I put the ascension mirror? Let's have it there. Ascension mirror there. Link this one to it. That's now linked to that. And we need one more thing that I've got everything set up for in here. I made an arcane lamp. I've got 2 gold ingots, 2 bits of bone meal, and 2 earth shards. And it's taken Herba, Lux, Invictus, and it's going to make us a lamp of growth. Wonderful. So this is all working perfectly, apart from that not filling up. Don't know what the case for that is. I'll leave that shut for now anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to end up making myself a nice stack of Thaumium ingots for whenever I need to use any. Yeah, like I say, this other, I'm really confident that this isn't going to cause any instability at all, so I can just leave it. This one, I'm going to add other things on it called matrix thing, I think. Let's have a look. Alchemy, constructs. These guys, mnemonic matrix, and that can increase the amount of recipes these can hold. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3 of them around there, and I think it can hold 7 or 9, something like that. So I'll be able to put recipes in for golems and stuff like that. There we go, we have got one wonderful lamp of growth. Now the lamp of growth needs Herba to run, which is what this is about. If now we head down, quickest way down is through that. Going to be through here. We head down here. What I can do now is we can put the lamp of growth there, and we can put the mirror there, and that will pull in any Herba it needs, and there we go. We've got a nice little automated system for growing them. Right, I'm going to leave the episode there because it's far too long already. Thank you as always for watching. Let me know if I've done anything massively wrong, and I hope to see you next time. Cheers, bye.